Hello everyone, and welcome to our Star Trek watch-along stream. Today, I am joined by several people in our voice chat, but if they want to stay in the voice chat, they must talk like William Shatner.
It is quite an honor to be here.
For today, it is William Shatner's birthday, and on William Shatner's birthday, we will be talking like William Shatner. And you must also talk like William Shatner.
Happy birthday to him.
Quite an auspicious day.
Captain's log, stardate today. We are going to be watching a terrible episode. It is called The Omega Glory. This episode is all about Americans and American exceptionalism.
Hi.
Which episode of which season?
1.
223.
And are we watching the special effects one or the classic one?
Now, if you don't want to get banned, you better start talking like William Shatner.
Which one are we watching? The original 1960s version or the CGI graphics update version?
Now, this episode, The Omega Glory, stardate 223, which is the episode, has almost no special effects because this has no budget, so I don't think it's going to matter.
Thanks for... You didn't answer my question, but thanks anyway.
He didn't answer
using
the question
the Netflix.
due to insufficient data.
I'm
The original
more condescending
series,
than you.
you may know, has no data.
I'm talking down to you. You are not talking down to me.
This is a stupid stream. I can't believe I'm wasting my time with it.
Nevertheless,
No,
you feel compelled.
Yes.
You said season 2, episode 23.
The Omega Glory. Are you ready to hear William Shatner recite the U.S. Constitution?
Constitution.
There is no other constitution.
Oh my gosh. Is it that episode?
It is.
Ryan just felt too American today.
I'm Canadian, I'll have you know.
As is Shatner, of course.
We're all William Shatner today.
Now you might be wondering, why, Bill, did we watch this episode today? And I will answer to you. To you. It's because it is one of the worst episodes, and those are my favorites.
Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott.
Yes. Kevin, what can we do for you?
What is up?
There's no intelligent life on this planet, Captain.
Okay.
Yes, if people are listening in the YouTube chat, it might be difficult to watch along. However, you can only imagine how much more difficult it is for those of us in the voice chat.
But don't do anything to sabotage our plan.
My God, Spock. This is such a weird event.
Now, you might be wondering, is this the last stream of this style? And I will say to you that Captain Spock's birthday is just in a few more days.
We must watch Spock's brain.
Leonard Nimoy's birthday is March 26th, and so we may have to honor Captain Spock with his own stream. However, Captain Spock tends to just talk like a normal human being, if you will. Also, everybody be ready to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Fascinating.
On Captain Spock's birthday, nobody may use anything but a monotone.
They may, however, play the Vulcan harp.
Hardly conclusive, Ryan, since Klingons have no tear ducts.
Except for the times that they do.
He's so handsome.
Well,
though.
Mr. Bizzle, today we are not Ryan's edits. Today we are Bill's edits.
Ooh,
Hmm?
Not you, Bill. Bill Shatner.
Oh.
am I stunningly handsome or what?
Bill
I
has not
hadn't
been
heard
given
of
control
any
of the channel
trouble.
for the day.
Is there a single man more handsome than me? I don't see anybody.
I can't hear you over the sound of how awesome I am.
Now, you might
What
be
if
watching this
every-
episode and saying, Ryan, he's just talking like a normal person. What is all this nonsense that you are doing? And I will say to you, don't worry about it.
All right. Tell them phasers on stun. Good luck, Kirk
Oh,
out.
you're talking like me, Captain Kirk.
Hypothesis. What if every single crewman on board the Enterprise talked like this?
Oh God, no.
You'd
The
have
episode would be twice as long.
You'd have to be the star of the show, which you are not.
It's a pile of fluff.
Walter Koenig's birthday is September 14th, so if we want to speak in the Russian accent at that time, we can consider it.
Shields up, Captain. Shields up, Captain.
My God, he turned into salt.
He turned into road ice melt.
Well, I have to imagine, if we're talking about Dr. Bashir and his actor, that Bill
No.
would not be saying it quite correctly. I would say that Bill would say something more like Siddiq, El Tahil, El Fadil, Abdurrahman, Mohammed, Ahmed Abdul Karim, El Mahdi.
By the way, this Next Generation show is not going to take off. It's just a cheap imitation of my Star Trek.
If you're talking like William Shatner, you have to talk like you're the best important person in the room.
But I am.
Not always the case.
There's only one captain of the Enterprise.
The biggest boss.
A second Constitution class ship.
Hmm.
I believe that said Excalibur, but I only saw the first two letters.
Didn't work out for this episode.
They baked him, Jim.
Also,
My
we
dad-
already had an episode about salt vampires. I don't know why we're doing it again.
This
was
show is
the pilot.
If they detected no life signs, why would they still be in normal clothes and not in suits?
The uniforms were running the ship.
They had no budget for this episode. Not even for extras.
Salt Trek.
Ah, it is
Exeter.
not the Excalibur, it's the USS Exeter. That is a different ship, I assume.
But it looks just like ours. As if
Here is a
somebody
fun
reused
fact
the
on
set.
Star Trek, the original series, which of course is my show, which is the best show. We only see Constitution class ships.
We see some others on rare occasion.
To clarify, the only Starfleet ships we see are Constitution. We do see some aliens They only made one model.
Why doesn't somebody turn on the lights?
And the model was held up with strings.
Yes, hopefully everybody has a drink for their throat, which is going to be hurting a lot at the end of this episode. This is
We
what
are,
people
in
who sell
fact-
you essential oils want to turn into. They say that crystals are the essence of all beings, and so they want to make you into a crystal.
And yet, we are now not out into quarantine.
If this was the mirror universe, it would be the dark crystal.
We are, in fact, made up of potassium and zinc.
In the
and
universe,
other
there
minerals.
are no salt vampires. There are only black pepper vampires.
Did you make that up yourself
So stupid.
or steal that from the chat?
I'll have you know I am a very clever man. And I made that up by myself.
Made up by Ryan's edits.
Where's the peace conference?
Excuse me, today I am not Ryan's edits. Today I am Bill Shatner's edits.
Where's the peace
Oh,
conference?
sorry, Bill Shatner.
Keep torturing her, Spock. Where is the peace conference?
My God. There's a beheading.
I was gallivanting across the galaxy when you were in diapers.
That's it. Just let him chop off his head. Don't stop them.
We're stopping
They,
it now.
obviously, we're filming another movie on the Paramount lot that day.
His name is Liang. Not him. That is a different captain. That's Ron Tracy.
I didn't think I would be talking about this the whole episode.
It's very
You
important.
thought wrong. You listen to me.
When you've been social distancing so often that and so long much for so long that two men shaking hands on 1960s television looks abnormal.
Very,
Strange indeed.
very true.
My God, they're breaking protocol.
You social distance. I do not.
You social distance. I social distance.
You social distance. We social distance.
He, she, they social distance.
I am the social sun, around which everything revolves.
Oh God.
It is very important that you remember the phrase, the Yangs. It will come up later. Many times.
North-south divide.
Did I ever tell you how handsome I am?
Did I ever tell you the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No, don't think we've ever heard that whole thing.
There hasn't been a planet I haven't left a kid on.
It protects everyone, Spock. You understand? Everyone. My God.
Those Klingon bastards, they killed my son. I'll never be able to forgive them. I will never forget the death of my boy.
Let's
Now,
turn
we
on
just
the
need to
Netflix.
recreate the Voyager episode. Now that they are trapped on the planet, Spock needs to make Kirk a bathtub.
The audience should vote on who does the best impression of me. And that person can try out for an audition to be me.
This is Bright Ridge, coming from Captain Kirk, who himself has violated the Prime Directive.
Many times.
I would like to know if there is a computerized voice someone has developed and programmed to imitate William Shatner.
It's
I doubt it would be too difficult.
it's more a matter of cadence than anything else.
You are talking like a computerized voice.
Yes, you are right. The important thing about acting as William Shatner is that you must talk completely unlike William Shatner.
For comedic
Talk like a
effect.
computer.
Get a life.
So I can run to join in.
No, he said that on Conan or something.
We have a red shirt dying.
Our
My God,
life is
Spock.
you, our idol, Shatner. You started it all, so don't you be mad at us.
Why is my William Shatner's shirt so tight? Am
Because he had
William Shatner simply gaining weight, or is it to emphasize my pectoral muscles?
because he has a dad bod. What would I do without Spock, Boom, and Scotty?
My God, Spock, he murdered several hundred Yangs. The fool.
Why would the Federation violate the Prime Directive?
My tablet battery is low. I must plug it in.
What are you planning to do, Spock? Are you simply going to hand him an irons in the village where he is a god? What is your plan?
All right, tell them phasers on stun. Good luck, Kirk out.
I thought I told you never to call me.
All right, tell them phasers on stun. Good luck, Kirk out.
Oh God. No.
The red shirt has died.
I
Such
think
a-
it's going to be a long, long time.
Yes.
So someone
They-
brings me around to find.
Getting from there to here. It has been a long time. But my William Shatner's time is finally near.
They didn't have lithium ion back then. Sulu is going to betray me in the future. I treated him perfectly nice. I don't know what could be wrong with him.
Now the
He,
question
too.
is Sulu an idiot who didn't understand that something was wrong?
He too needs to get a life.
Sulu! Beam down, risk the crew. Save the captain. Save me.
Sulu, trust everyone in power. I'm going to stop myself from saying something wholly racist.
William Shatner would not be racist on this William Shatner stream.
Do, 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 do.
Yes, God beamed up Ensign Ricky, and Ensign Ricky is now on God's starship.
But what does God want with a starship?
It's where he beams up all the ensigns to, who wear the red shirts.
Jim, you don't ask the Almighty for ID.
My God, man, apparently it is cringy to have fun with your friends. My God.
What does God want with a starship? I directed
Like
that.
McCoy.
Yes. You doubt me?
Yes, I, William Shatner, doubt you, the spacehead.
You directed me.
He's very old.
He uses the Chinese calendar of some sort. The year of the Redbird.
How many immortality planets do we find throughout the series? We have this
Insurrection.
planet. We have the Insurrection planet.
Baku.
We have the planet of the non-grubs.
My God, it's in slow motion because William Shatner was moving his hands too quickly to be subtle.
They use leather cuffs on this primitive planet. Leather cuffs are no match for me. You
William Shatner.
might be a match for leather cuffs. Not me.
William Shatner. William Shatner.
There was an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Carlton meets William Shatner, and he says to me, in the most annoying way, Mr. William Shatner. He was so happy to meet me, and I was visibly annoyed.
My God, man. Look at William Shatner's pants. Why are they so tight?
I'm getting beat by a man twice my age.
Why do I always have to take my shirt off for everything?
He just karate chops me, and I keel over.
At least he didn't use the hammer fist. That would be too powerful for me, William Shatner, to overcome. The hammer fist.
I feel free to take command of the Enterprise whenever I want, even
The
from
Yang is sad.
Captain Decker.
They have a blue cell and a green window in that cell.
Very colorful alien planet.
That's a very good computer voice.
There's also a pink wall in the background. Very
This is-
colorful indeed.
A colorful jail. Is there something wrong you feel with colorful jails?
Hey, it's that one fight music song.
Motion
The one that they
detected
play
at the
with
front
the
door.
Gorn.
I got work going on in my house, so the motion detecting is on.
You detect motion at your front door. I do not.
I will be back.
I detect motion in the front yard. William Shatner can't admit that he just mispronounced something. He must insist that the other person is an idiot who can't tell him what to do.
I'm so
Now
dashed.
it's time for the signature, or it's time for the signature action fighting sequence of a TOS episode.
That is a few minutes longer than it needs to be.
This music just makes me want to fight.
My God.
Why is this still happening?
He's using
to me,
chin
William
choking.
Spark, Why are you so emotionless at my potential demise?
This episode's not even halfway over, and this joke is getting old. This is why we're only watching one episode today.
Watching one episode so that you're not tempted to watching two or three. It would
That
be very
pad is clearly
confusing.
just a piece of paper behind a little window. It's not even subtle bones.
I'm not sure.
Was anyone aware that Maurice LaMarche, the voice actor tutoring us for today, is Canadian himself?
My God.
That explains it quite well, Bones.
Now, the question is, I don't remember, is Bill, me, Canadian, or is Captain Kirk Canadian? Or both?
I'm from Iowa.
Shatner is most certainly Canadian. I don't know about the character.
I'm from Iowa. Where? I'm from Iowa.
I only work in outer space.
Don't they ever rest?
Yes, Bill is from Iowa. Yes, I remember now. The Iowa.
I've never trusted Klingons, and I never will. I've never been able to forgive them for the death.
Because Captain Kirk is a racist.
Let them die.
That is a fair point, Mr. Shatner.
What a lie.
That is unusually wall breaking for Star Trek.
Why is this fight still happening? It's been like 7 minutes.
They knew they were already getting canceled, so they put in some filler.
Of all the streams I have witnessed in my travels, this is the most cringy.
William Shatner does not believe in cringe. William Shatner does as William Shatner does.
This is another point that Spot, Trudy, and Theory have taught the voting nerve bench to Kirk.
Bones, you're still a captive. Just because she is a pretty woman does not mean this is a good situation. Calm down, Bones.
Keep it in your pants, Bones.
You are literally a prisoner, and they want to murder you, Bones.
Fire.
Spock.
Motion detected at the front yard.
Motion is detected at my front yard. Bill.
That's what Bones was saying.
No.
The yellow civilization? I thought you said Bill Shatner is not racist in this stream.
What is that voice? Perhaps we should have a talk like a Yang stream where you say things like freedom.
Was going to be my suggestion. How dare you?
Yang, which? Nobody talks like this.
Motion detected at the front door.
But then nobody talks like this, like me, William.
I just remembered. Yang comes from the word Yankee.
We will see what it comes from later on in the plot.
Motion detected at the front yard.
You follow
the word combs that William Shatner used is also borrowed from an English word, but we will see which word it is borrowed from later on.
When I first watched this episode, I was convinced he said cones, as in the geometric shape.
As in Jeffrey.
You need to listen better. Or turn on the subtitles.
Perhaps that would be good for a deepfake. The Combs in this episode.
I will have to leave at 4 because I got a meeting.
Okay,
Walls
Kevin,
are easy
we
to
will see
break.
you again later.
Walls are easy to break when made of plaster
I will be
instead
back
of concrete.
tomorrow.
Motion detected at the front yard.
My god,
Where's-
Spock. There's motion in the front yard.
Sensors indicate motion.
Clearly not, Spock. Please do something to help me.
My god,
Spock.
Spock. They've escaped. They have sabotaged the window.
No.
This is not the first time or last time I will break out of a jail.
This episode is only halfway over. Hurry it up, show. Nothing has
We can't
actually happened
take
yet.
this-
This
we
might
can't
make
take
it
this much longer.
How do you know that, Spock?
Maybe the model before.
Even after for 7 hours, my hair is so good.
My god, Spock. Keys.
I'm getting on the roof, so there's pounding on my house.
Why didn't we
Listen,
notice?
woman, man, camera.
Why is there not a guard in the room?
All right, tell them.
You really must teach me that. Pinch, Spock.
No, I can't give up now. You don't understand.
I just did.
We
the
must
Picard
keep
maneuver.
talking like William Shatner.
So why don't you call it the Kirk maneuver? Since I did it first.
I can't give up now.
I did everything first.
Yes.
Bones. You can't be immunized something against something you already have. That's not what immunization means, Bones.
I
Can
gave you that
become
stupid.
Motion detected
Fountain
at
of
the
youth.
front yard.
Spock, stop creating motion.
There are people here over 1,000 years old. Bones.
I gave you that stupid nickname, but it caught on.
Unless you're in the JJ verse, then he gave it to himself, kind of. All he has left is his bones.
They didn't know what they were doing. JJ has ruined everything he
The
touches.
common cold will be cured in the future. Sometimes, briefly.
Chew.
I write better novels than
All
Stephen
that
King.
bloodshed for nothing. That will be sufficient, Mr. Spock. Once again, we wasted 5 minutes on a plotline that didn't go anywhere. Because the writers didn't actually have a plan for the episode, and it's just happening.
The writers, including none other than Gene Roddenberry.
Nonetheless, it was a deeply meaningful episode.
Gene.
It has been about 20 minutes since we've had a plot point. Since then, we have just been filling time.
His writer
Gene
just simply
Roddenberry.
aren't as good as me.
Motion detected.
There's no serum. Bill, why are you yelling? We do not yell, Bill.
Oh, Sarah, there's no immortality here.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
Trembling bottom lip.
Okay, we have finally reached another plot point in the last 20 minutes, where they are fully immunized and can leave.
They were never going to die. So what happened to the people on the ship then?
Damn it to hell. Couldn't you have waited 2 seconds? You want to go back?
I think you mean, couldn't you have waited for 2 seconds?
Motion detected at the front door.
I cannot help it.
Motion detected at the front yard.
My god, Bones, there's motion. Outside.
Star Trek, the motion sensor. Thanks to chat.
Phasers use power packs. Confirmed.
My sister is moving back in with me, so there's a lot of motion in the front door. So there is going to be a lot of motion going on front door and front yard.
Aurora was my side meal.
I assume this is code 10 and 3. 10 phasers and 3 packs. Or maybe Bill, me, is just saying random numbers.
My crew knows me so well. Picard's crew would have never been able to figure this out.
Motion detected at the front yard.
Kirk out.
Okay.
Alright.
We can't use the ship's phasers in stun mode because it would be too easy. We would solve the problem too quickly. We have another 15
Time
minutes of
for
runtime to pad.
action. Waha!
I dodge
Waha!
phasers better than anyone else.
I never liked that vase anyway.
You could never dodge a phaser the way I do. You could never be the star I am.
My god, Bill, get on with the story. At least use the axe.
You didn't see that coming, but I did.
Quick, throw it at him.
Bill, you have only yourself to blame for this. You could have grabbed the axe a minute ago, but didn't.
He's twice your
Block
age.
it with a basket.
My god, it's a yang. Many yangs. Blonde white men. Fighting against the comms.
That
Who are
one
dead
on the
now.
left had brown hair.
My god.
Close enough. Their spears were pointy.
I touched one, and it
Brown.
hurt.
Pointy as Spock's ears.
Are you ready for the main plot point that makes this episode the worst in the series?
Oh,
Don't
boy.
worry. It's
I cannot
almost over.
wait.
Motion detected at the front yard.
My god, Bones!
interest
There's
is
motion
piqued.
again. More.
So much motion.
Those
The warning
I know
was
what
too
the
late.
point is
We
coming
have
from.
already been captured. Captain,
those beat curtains are straight out of the 60s.
Never bring an axe to a phaser fight. Again, thanks to chat.
What's up with the purple walls? They had too many purple lights in this episode.
Yangs. Kirk,
Mr.
figured it out.
Spock, you're bleeding green blood from your cheek.
This sort of thing is why I don't really think of the original series as canon. They are not Yankees and communists. This is an alien planet, not Earth.
My God, the Asiatics won.
Yankee Doodle is a reference.
What is happening here today? Are we even going to ask whether it's possible in the episode, or are they just going to accept it?
My God, this premise, it makes no sense.
Just listen to the drum banging.
Yet their derivation of what actually happened just now is even more implausible.
How do you think that William Shatner,
Oh,
my
dear
God,
God.
Bones.
What?
That was
Zoom in for dramatic
My
effect.
God, we've completely lost the thread.
By the way,
What the actual clusterfuck am I looking at?
that was an optical zoom.
It's Space America and space. Listen to the music in the background. It is Star Trek
My God.
American music.
It was better when we were just fighting.
Star Trek is America.
This episode was one of the proposed pilots. I believe it was the one that Gene Roddenberry wanted as the pilot, because Gene Roddenberry is actually kind of a terrible writer.
Wow,
Just like
That
George
is-
Lucas.
terrifying.
No one would be watching
I
it
will do a much better job.
if this was the premiere of the series.
This is Gene Roddenberry's vision of the future. Everywhere is America, including
And-
alien worlds.
The allegory is not so subtle.
It's not even an
not even
allegory.
allegory.
It is just Americans.
They have the fucking American flag. What's an allegory, is it?
Chat mentions that this man resembles Donald Trump.
My sister needs me, so I'll have to go in a minute.
Okay,
All right.
with liberty and justice for all, but especially me, William Shatner. And
Tell
for
them-
you.
It was
Tell them
And then
face
after
your
that,
thoughts.
may have that meeting.
Good luck, Kirk out. That's what I said when I was trying to talk to the whale lady, and the Enterprise kept calling me. Don't bother me when I'm talking to the ladies.
He was cast out.
In the future, people won't remember what television is, but they will remember the Pledge of Allegiance.
In some sort
I
of
pledge allegiance to me, William Shatner, and one starship, indivisible, except in the movies. Then it's very divisible.
broken English.
Does this mean that when we watch the original series, we won't have to speak like this again?
No, only today.
God,
On William
is-
Shatner
I
Day.
should hope not.
Is nationalism
It's horrifying.
just as corrupt as religion will be in the future?
Nationalism is fairly corrupt right now,
But
and
this
in
is
the 40s.
the warning that
Oh,
Gene
God.
was trying to give us.
More than one episode is still good to watch today.
It's the one and only episode that we're watching right now.
My God, the 40s were more recent. The 90s are now.
Earth, Hitler, 1938. I beg your pardon. We need breathing room. Our revels are now ended, Captain.
That doesn't sound like William Shatner to me. That sounds like a Klingon.
Backbay. Mr. President! Mr. President! Mr. President!
My God, Bones, he has no heart. Among Us, that is a popular game these days. There is one imposter among us. But who is it? Is it Captain Kirk, or is it the older captain, whose name I don't remember because it doesn't matter?
Captain Tracy. Also, in the 23rd century, we play three-dimensional Risk.
They're all so blonde and handsome, but none of them come close to me.
This is sort of how I imagine some people in the American South, holding the Constitution to their chest.
Walking around without shirts.
This is how I envision every American to be, quite frank.
You're not so far off, you know.
If you envision us Americans like this, then I can envision you, Will, in a red jacket.
With bagpipes.
Bones. What's the detected again?
Look green here, almost. Just
I
keep
will be
looking.
back.
See you.
It is written Bones.
This is trial by combat, sir.
Imagine they had the original Constitution. Like that.
We were going briefly into a philosophical argument, but once again, in the original series, we are devoting to two old, out-of-shape men fighting each other.
Who doesn't love to see me fight to dramatic music?
What is happening? We've already seen this earlier in the episode. We are just repeating ourselves with the same music.
But now the fight is even more ridiculous. Because their hands are tied to one another. Who came up with this way to fight another man?
Gene Roddenberry came up with this way to fight. As a reminder, this is Gene Roddenberry's favorite episode. Or at least his favorite pilot.
You got to be kidding.
There were 3 pilots written. One by Gene Roddenberry, which is this, and 2 more that were actually okay. And Gene Roddenberry loved this one with the Yangs.
No wonder they delayed it for season 2. And at the end of that.
My God, she has eyes, Bones. Why are we zooming in on her eyes?
Her eyes.
We already knew that.
Instead of me.
My God, is Spock psychic now? Does he have mind control powers, Gene? I think he does.
Like you said.
Dare we ask, his ESPER rating?
The original series is not canon in any way, shape, or form.
My God, Spock has mind control powers in this episode.
Just through the eyes. But not my beautiful blue eyes.
That is a complete violation of canon. Worst Star Trek ever.
Now, I usually use that phrase jokingly, the worst Star Trek, but here it might be true.
I like the 60s. I'll have you know.
It was okay, but not good until we saw the flag.
Wow. His hands are really contorted in this scene.
Is anybody going to help me or anything? There are lots of you standing around.
My God, Bones,
Ooh.
I put a knife to the man's neck. Kill him. Kill him now. You are fulfilling your destiny, James Kirk.
That blade doesn't even look sharp.
That beam him is way too long. They could get shot or ambushed
You
during
are
that long beam in.
You are good for something. Sulu. Taking orders is what?
Now, you know what the pilot they chose was of the three, where no man has gone before with the salt vampires. But the other pilot that they could have used is Mud's women.
That was an interesting episode.
That beautiful woman is staring at me, naturally.
My god, she has eyes. Oh no. Bones, what will we do now?
That gentleman in the back is extremely shredded. He puts me to shame.
I'll have you know that I'm the star of this episode.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice, for me.
I studied my history.
If this episode has one redeeming scene, this is it.
Yes.
I was going to say that this is one of the worst scenes, but you do you, Bill.
I'm going to mute and watch the volume on high.
It is quite literally just the American Constitution. With the American flag.
That is not the Constitution. It is a Wendy's menu.
Fun fact, the Constitution was actually drafted on the back of a Wendy's menu.
I'm just making things up in this scene.
Now, how does William Shatner, me, as a Canadian, feel about this?
The Canadian Constitution.
That America is the best country, and everyone should aspire to be America.
You have no idea how long I practiced for that.
Is that guy's voice, or are we putting a filter on it? I'm not totally sure.
That was.
It sounds filtered.
I'll have you know.
Mission accomplished.
My god, is it finally over, Spock?
Maybe the Yangs and the Coms should just learn to get along, like we all do in this far distant future.
Yes, because the Americans and the communists got along very well in real life.
But
all their commies are dead. There is nothing we can do about that. Now.
My god, Bill, it's an American flag. Why are we playing the American music again? That doesn't even look like Earth. How do they have the same geographical features like the American colonies?
Till we find the Roman Empire.
It's not even close, Spock.
Wait till we find the Chicago mobs of the 20s.
The episode is now... What are you opening over there? You. With the plastic.
That part of food, dinner, just delivered.
Wow.
Hey, butter chicken.
The episode is over, but the cringe is not.
Now, I propose, so that we can actually talk about this episode, that we stop talking like William Shatner, since the episode is now over.
Fascinating.
I like Klingons, and I never will.
I imagine, Captain, that speaking as Mr. Spock would be far less annoying when extended for a 45-minute time.
Okay, look, the joke's dead. The joke's over. We're done.
Yeah, we killed it.
I don't think I'm broken. I don't think I can stop.
Okay.
But Ryan, would you put the video in the link description, because it only has on how to act like William Shatner and William Shatner, because it only has 121,000 views, and if we popularize it a little bit more, it could be like an annual thing.
I mean, that's more views than I get, so I don't know.
Yes, we discussed this as a bad episode, but an interesting thing that comes off this episode is the nerve pinch. People say Michael Berman should not be able to use it, when Spock says, I have tried to teach it to Kirk. So it's obviously possible for humans to be able to do it. It's just Kirk cannot learn it.
Yeah, but it doesn't count as canon because it's Discovery and we're not allowed to have canon there.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that people complain that shouldn't be possible in canon that totally are, because the canon is just a complete mess.
Yeah, it's clearly a Vulcan nerve pinch, which implies it's a neurological ability by Vulcans. No other species should have that.
Pinching a nerve.
But it's not just a nerve pinch. Then it should just be called it shouldn't be called a Vulcan nerve pinch. It should just be called.
Well, it could be
invented
by Vulcans. It would still be called that.
Yeah, true. True.
We see Data do it in TNG.
Yeah.
Data also did the nerve pinch, so why couldn't Michael?
We see it next week in the on Saturday.
Yeah. Picard does it to fake Tuvok, that's true, in the Die Hard episode. So yeah, that video I just posted is the man, Maurice, who declared Talk Like William Shatner Day.
And he said he's done tons of auditions for William Shatner on like Futurama and other shows, so it makes the Family Guy, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he's very commonly does William Shatner impersonations. That's his whole thing. Well, it's one of his things.
Yeah.
He even got to play parodies of Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock on Animaniacs one time.
I love the thing just posted in the Discord by Jay Shizzle.
Note the Discord chat.
He's the king of memes on this chat.
The three
This is why we can't have nice things.
I can't believe we had an episode that's just about finding Space America. It's literally identical. It has the same flag. It has the Constitution exactly the same, with the exact same handwriting, the exact same words. It's just America again. Why?
We just bought it from a souvenir shop somewhere. The prop.
And I can't go. Sorry.
The three like holy trilogy of currently living voice actors are Maurice LaMarche, Rob Paulson, and I'm trying to remember the third one now.
And William Shatner.
Shall we all sing? Shall we sing Happy Birthday in Bill Shatner's voice?
No.
Happy birthday to you, Bill. Happy birthday to you. I think that's enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty much. I think I've lost brain cells over the course of the last 45 minutes. But it's okay. It's okay. That was fun.
The most important part about talking like William Shatner is you cannot make it sound like William Shatner at all. You have to make it sound like what people think of William Shatner sounding like.
And Kevin kept saying, well, you guys sound like a robot. And sometimes we were more robotic than even Shatner-esque.
Probably.
Or,
and I'm not saying I'm good at a William Shatner voice.
I was speaking about myself. You're pretty good.
Way.
You're pretty good.
I don't believe
exaggerating
you.
For comedic effect.
Yeah, one episode's the limit of that, though.
Sign off.
Yeah, we're not doing another episode. The joke's dead. It's over. We're probably not going to do it next year. Just
no, unless it really takes off.
Like maybe like once a year we'll do some actor's birthday. So maybe it'll be Spock's birthday next year, or Chekhov.
Yeah, that's the limit of how far you can stretch a joke. I think we just hit it.
We can do a whiny episode on Mark Hamill's birthday.
I don't know. Mark Hamill just talks like a normal guy, though.
Yeah, and also
But in New
I
Hope,
kinda
he's
want-
very whiny.
every actor has a style. Like you can imitate and do this to anybody. Like Johnny Depp, you could do it too.
Do it.
Like you can speak
and-
like Commander Chekhov and speak in a sort of Russian accent, a bad
But you're
Russian
dead,
accent,
Jim.
because the actor is not Russian himself. You can do that.
Do a talk
Yeah.
like Odo Day.
A lot of harumph.
Don't work, Jim. Time to bury it.
Or
Was that
you were
was
trying.
that Rene Auberjonois' genuine voice? I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Because when
He
was in the
roughed it
movie
up
The
a little bit for
Patriots.
Odo, but it's very similar to his real voice.
Yeah.
when he was in The Patriot playing the Reverend there, he had the same voice.
He was Colonel West in Star Trek 6, so he has the exact same voice. He's not.
No, a similar voice in Boston Legal too.
The only thing is
Or
though,
if you
because
just
you
watch
have
the DS9 episode, Far Beyond the Stars, where he's the newspaper editor, that's his real voice there. It's a tiny bit different, but extremely similar.
the only difference is though anyone who plays on Star Trek like an alien with a mask on, their voice is slightly more nasal, especially Saru. But like just because all that like a little bit of extra weight on your nose is gonna make you sound a little more like this.
Why not a talk like Morn Day?
We'd never shut up.
No, that's
We
not
already
okay.
have we already have issues with people sort of talking over each other with how many people we have, and not some people feeling like they're not able to actually get a word in. And if we're all talking like Morn, that's gonna just be exacerbated tenfold.
How about talk like? Oh, what's his name again?
Yep.
We could do like a
Backbay.
talk like Angry Cisco Day.
I was about to say Angry Cisco.
And the thing is, I have neighbors, and I don't want to. I
Who's
don't
the
want to be
Klingon?
screaming into my microphone.
It's not fair, damn it! Oh, that wasn't a very good.
I guess I could do.
Linear.
You could do like an angry Cisco whisper.
You're damn right we could.
I'm not going to sit here and let you do this.
You don't know
He
what
has some
anything in this
gasping
stream
in
is
there
about,
as well.
do you?
You took them away.
It's real.
It's mine and it's real.
It's not linear. No, it's not.
It's totally linear.
No.
So if you were to take this episode and if you were to improve it, what would you do?
Scrap it and start again.
Nothing.
Like, but if you had to fix it, like if you had no choice but to fix it
well,
somehow.
first off, I would make them not Space America and Space Communist China. I would just have it be two like actual alien species or two cultures in a single alien species.
Yeah, keep the allegory actually allegorical.
Yeah, but you got to consider the fact that everyone will get really confused if they don't see the American flag.
We can do it talk like that one day.
The thing is, they might get confused if they don't see the flag, but I get confused if we do see the flag, and I
Yeah.
think that's more confusing.
We could
That
all
raises
turn
so
on
many
our
questions.
we could all turn on our cameras and do a look like Garon Day with our eyes.
I'd have to go buy a forehead prosthetic. It might be a little more.
I'm game.
You don't have one?
No, I don't have one right now. Right
What
now.
kind of Star Trek fan?
Let's see if you. Let me check Amazon. Amazon, Worf mask. No, that's a
Hang on,
wolf. I'm not a
headpiece.
furry. I'm not a furry. Amazon. I'm looking for Commander Worf.
You start off looking for the Worf mask and you end up wearing the wolf mask.
I don't want a wolf mask.
The algorithm knows you now.
There are lots of costumes on Amazon, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually include the face mask. It's just the really terrible actual clothing.
Well, you could just be an original series Klingon.
Here's something.
Anyway, I am going to head off to
Make sure I'm not showing
make some
anything.
food now. Have fun, everyone.
Live long and
Real
prosper.
quickly, I just want you to look at this picture. Right, just one last thing before you go. That.
What the hell?
Ah,
It's beautiful.
wow.
Oh.
What was
That-
that?
Peace and long life.
Unfortunate.
Oh, jeez.
That is unfortunate.
Jeez.
Okay, now you may leave.
Oh dear.
So yeah, here's what comes up when I look up Worf mask. I get some like face masks, but I also get full head masks, and this thing that's definitely a furry mask.
What? No, that's just a normal mask that you would wear.
It assumes you did a typo. That's why, because search engines
It
are very
does.
smart.
What is this?
Yeah.
What are these
Well-
eyes? Is this Gowron? What color are his eyes? It's beautiful.
It's a fake.
Does it say, oh, please tell me? Oh, it does say realistic. Yes, it says perfect.
What?
It's very realistic.
Oh dear God.
I mean,
Okay,
realistic.
I think the stream's over. I think it's done.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you,
It looks
chat.
just like a real anthropomorphic wolf. Wow.
Have a good
Yeah.
day.
We'll be watching more Star Trek on Saturday and Sunday, the usual TNG Saturday, DS9 Sunday, and I think that's it. I think we're good. Goodbye.
Arrivederci.
They,
I require solitude.